Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Learning Electronics. In this lecture, we are going to discuss limitations or drawbacks of basic series inverter circuit. We had already discussed the working output waveforms and analysis part of this basic series inverter circuit. So if you want to see the videos, you can check it in the channel playlist. So before starting this video, please subscribe my channel and also press the bell icon so that you can get more updated videos from here. Here you can see this is the circuit diagram of basic series inverter circuit. It consists of a DC input voltage source, a load resistor R, two SCRs S1 and S2, and this RLC circuit at the output side is a underdamped resonant circuit which is used to commutate these S1 and S2 SCRs individually. Now we will discuss the limitations or drawbacks of basic series inverter circuit. There are 5 limitations or drawbacks of basic series inverter circuit. First one is limitations on the output frequency. Second one is high distortion in the load voltage and load current. Third one is poor voltage regulation. Fourth one is high rating of commutation components, that is inductor and capacitor. Fifth one is high peak current rating of the DC source. Now we will discuss all these limitations one by one. First one is limitations on output frequency represented by F. We have already discussed the output waveforms of the basic series inverter. So from that output waveforms figure, we can see that OA is equal to pi upon omega R, where omega R is called as the ringing frequency, and total time period will be equal to 2 into OA plus T off. Okay, so we know that frequency will be equal to 1 upon time period. So output frequency of the series inverter we will get 1 upon 2 into OA plus T off. This equation we have already seen in the analysis part. Now if we keep the off period of the switch is equal to 0, then the maximum output frequency F max will be equal to 1 upon 2A. From this equation we will get, now we will put OA equation in this equation, we will get F max is equal to omega R upon 2 pi, which is equal to 1 upon time period. Now we will put omega R value, omega R is equal to omega n into under root 1 minus zeta square. This we have already derived in the previous classes. So we will get F max is equal to omega n into under root 1 minus zeta square upon 2 pi. Now we will shift this omega n into the square root, we will get this type of equation. After putting the equation of omega n and zeta omega n, we will get the maximum output frequency F max is equal to under root 1 upon LC minus R upon 2L whole square divided by 2 pi. So this is the final equation of maximum frequency of the basic series inverter. So from this equation we can see that the maximum frequency of the basic series inverter is limited by this ringing frequency omega R. That means it depends on this omega R, as one SCR in the basic series inverter can be turned on only after turning off other conducting SCR. That means we have two SCRs in the basic series inverter circuit, S1 and S2. So when S1 SCR is conducting, at that time S2 SCR will be off condition. When S2 SCR is conducting, S1 SCR will be in the off condition. So after allowing a off period of one switch, then only we can turn on the other switch. Okay, so the maximum frequency in the basic series inverter circuit from this equation is limited by the ringing frequency omega R, and this is happening because one SCR in this basic series inverter circuit can be turned on only after totally turning off the other conducting SCR. Next limitation is high distortion in load voltage and load current. So to obtain the frequency much lower than the ringing frequency, as we have seen from the maximum frequency equation that the maximum output frequency of the basic series inverter circuit is limited by this ringing frequency. Therefore we have to obtain the output frequency much lower than the ringing frequency. So to obtain the frequency much lower than the ringing frequency, the off time should be made large as compared to the duration of the conducting of SCRs. So when we make this off time large as compared to the duration of the conduction of the SCRs, the waveform of the load voltage and the load current will be heavily distorted. So this is the waveform of the load current and load voltage here. So here you can see this is the off period. Since the output frequency is limited by the ringing frequency here, so we have to keep the output frequency much lower than the ringing frequency. So to keep the output frequency much lower than the ringing frequency, we should make the off period of the switch large as compared to the conducting period of the SCRs. So if we make this off period of the switch more, then we can see that output waveforms of the load current and load voltage will be more distorted. Third limitation is poor voltage regulation. Here we can see this is the equation of damping ratio zeta, and this is the equation of omega r, which is called as ringing frequency, and this is the equation of the load current or output current. So if we see both three equations, the damping ratio, ringing frequency and the load current, all depends on the load parameter R here. So as the damping ratio, ringing frequency and peak amplitude and duration of the load current depends on the load parameter R, therefore under changing condition of this load parameter, that means when the resistance of the resistor changes, then the output current and output voltage regulation will be poor under changing load conditions. Fourth limitation is high rating of commutating components, that is inductor and capacitor connected in this circuit of basic series inverter circuit. So in the basic series inverter circuit, as the inductor and capacitor are required to carry the load current continuously when the S1 switch is on and when the S2 switch is on. In both the conditions, this inductor and capacitor has to carry the load current continuously, therefore their rating should be high in the basic series inverter circuit. And this is the circuit diagram when only the S2 switch is on. When only the S2 switch is on, at that time the voltage stored across the capacitor is providing the load current to the resistor, therefore the capacitor must be able to supply the load current during the on period of this SCR2. So the rating of the capacitor should also be high and the rating of the inductor should also be high in this basic series inverter circuit. Last limitation of basic series inverter circuit is high peak current rating of DC source. The DC source connected in the basic series inverter circuit supplies power to the load only when the SCR1 is in the on condition. When SCR1 is in the on condition, then only the DC source is connected to the load. So at that time only the DC source will supply power to the load, and when the SCR1 is in the off condition, at that time this DC source will not supply power to the load. So as the power flows from source to load is intermittent, that means DC source is providing the power only in alternate cycles to the load. The DC source must have large peak current rating. So because of this, the input current is intermittent in this basic series inverter circuit. That means only when the S1 SCR is in the on condition, then only we will get the source current or input current in the basic series inverter circuit. When this S1 SCR goes into the off condition, then the source current will be equal to 0. That means the source current will be discontinuous in this basic series inverter circuit. So because of this, the source current waveform contains high percentage of harmonics, as you can see in this waveform here. So these are 5 limitations of basic series inverter circuit. So in this basic series inverter circuit, high distortion in the load voltage and load current, poor voltage regulation, high rating of commutation components, that is inductor and capacitor, cannot be overcome, but the limitations on the maximum output frequency and high peak current rating of DC voltage source can be relaxed by certain design modifications in the series inverter circuit. In the next class, we are going to study the modified series inverter circuit to overcome these limitations of the output frequency and high peak current rating of the DC source. So hope you have understood the topic. Thank you very much for watching, and please do subscribe my channel for more updates.